Hello, all you wonderful and creative people. It's Pixie, and this is Pixie's Projects. Welcome in if you're new, or welcome back if you've been here before. Today, I'm going to do my October finished pages, so stay tuned. Some of these you will have seen on the channel this month because I've done full color alongs, or some of them you may have seen on Instagram already. And I've been doing a lot of reels there of speed ups of my color alongs I've done on YouTube. So the first one I have, I'm just going littlest to biggest. So if that helps at all. This is the first one I have done. And I did this in Tiny Little Horrors by Glenn Dent. And what did we use on this? I'm trying to just read my notes and talk to you at the same time. Okay, this was one I did on the channel to show how to add a background when there's just a floating image. And this was done with alcohol markers, stencils, Sharpie metallics, Indra Creative pencils, and a Uniball Signo. So there's that page. I really liked doing this. I thought it was really cool that I got the flocked wallpaper, and then we made a mirror for the vampire to not be seen in. And yeah, that's the gold Sharpie there. I hope that's visible. So that was Glenn Dent's Tiny Little Horrors. The next one I did was in Creepers and Haunts. And I did blood in this to show how to do blood or slime on a page. This is a White Stag coloring book. And this is also one of the pocket sizes. And then off screen I went ahead and colored in the background and the vampire. So I don't know if it's visible. This is alcohol marker and Uniball Signo, and then Jelly Roll Glaze in clear for the blood, and she's colored in something. We know it's pencil. Creepers and Haunts. Let's see. Kohinoor Polycolor pencils is what she was colored in. So that was by White Stag. Next up, I have Cats by Art Therapy, Hachette Heroes. And I did Thomas O'Malley. I have to be careful because he does not want to stay in, and I do want to keep the book in some order till I get a holder for the pages. He fell out while I was coloring him, but he is done with alcohol markers and Jelly Roll Glaze and, Jelly Roll Moonlight and Gold Pen, right? Yeah. So there's him, and I hope he's visible. This was also a buddy color I did with Meg's Disney Coloring. And I will try to remember my buddy colors. I know I'm going to have trouble remembering Coloropoly. So I'll make sure I try to get that on to Instagram. But this is Hello Beautiful Fall by Jen Racine. I had a lot of fun in this book this month. Let's get to these pages. This was a butter color with Grumble Bunny from here on YouTube. And we did this page together, and I used Create a Color pencils, Uniball Signo, and an alcohol marker, but I don't know where I used the alcohol. I didn't, oh, it's the background. Okay. The blue sky is the alcohol marker. Like, it doesn't even feel like there's any, but there is. And I would assume it's the sky. Yes, it was the sky. And then the other page I did in here is right here. And I did this one as a buddy color with Sherry from Instagram. I used a stencil. I used Derwent Graphitint, Spectrum Noir Color Tint, and Stettler Tinted Pencils with a white Signo pen. And there was something else about, oh, I did this one as a color along on the channel as well. So you can check that out if you want to see how that went down. Next up, I have Sea of Colors by Angela Gonzalez. I did a buddy color in here with Amanda Colors from here on YouTube. And we did this page together. I had a lot of trouble. I didn't have trouble. I just did it. I couldn't stop thinking of this as the Yellow Submarine from the Beatles, so I just went with it. And then the rest of it took shape its own way. This was done with Indra Creative pencils, and just a Signo white gel pen for the bubbles. And that was all I did for that one. And that was Sea of Colors by Angela Gonzalez. Next up, I have Cute Mandalas. This is by Opsy Sumanasiri. And this one is also on the channel as a color along. And I did this with my friend Helen from Instagram. And I just did all the ghosts in pastel colors. Let's see. I don't know what pencils I used. If you watch the video, I know I at least would have said what I used. Just trying to see if I can find it right quick, and if I can't, I'll give up. Because there is a whole video. Cute Mandalas, there you go. Castle Arts pastel tints are the ones I used. I have a couple sets of pastels, so I didn't want to assume I had it and be wrong. And then I have one from C'est La Fête, which is Hatchet Heroes. It's a party. I did this for one of the tags I did for Halloween. I colored this one while we did the tag. And this is all alcohol marker, Signo Uniball gel pen, and then glitter gel pen for the castle and the bats. And that was a lot of fun. It was just very plain, but I liked it and I had a good time. So that was that one. Next up, it's A Million Magical Creatures by Lulu Mayo. And this is a buddy color with my friend Jen here over on Instagram. And I also did this one on the channel. Since it was Halloween, I did so many pages on the channel. But this one is alcohol markers and Lyra aqua colors and a yellow paint pen. And that is all that is on this page, I think. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. And I'm still loving how that ribbon came out. If you watched the video, I was on and on about that because I really liked it. And here we have one. I had a buddy color with Poet Spice from here on YouTube, and I don't know, when we picked this page, I was into it, and as I tried to color it, it just never worked out for me. So I've given up. This is a finished page, no matter what. I'm not really thrilled with it, but it is what it is. So this was alcohol markers and glitter gel pens and silver. Did the whole crown and the gems with it and all the stitches on the pumpkin. And yeah, like I said, it's done. It's not my favorite this month, but it's done. Also, and that was Francois Gautier, sorry. I did not say that. Yeah, Dark Art Gothica. And this one is Lee Holland's Cute Little Dragon Halloween. This was another buddy color with Grumble Bunny. And it's also another video that's on the channel this month. This one's all alcohol markers, Jelly Roll Moonlight, and acrylic paint. And I really did enjoy coloring this. And I do want to do more in Lee Holland's books because I did get them all. So that was that one. There's a lot this month. I think it's like 25 in case anybody's curious. I'm about halfway through the stack. This one is Tales from the Witch's Cottage. This was with my friend Sam on Instagram. I'm trying to find where that is. And excuse me if I'm a little sniffy. I'm still getting over another sinus infection. So that's a buddy color we have for November, sorry. And this was also done on the channel. And this one was done with Neocolor 2s, gold and silver acrylic paint, iridescent medium. And Jody, if you're watching, from J.I. Colorist, oh my goodness, I love that iridescent medium. Thank you so much for bringing that to our attention. And also a black jelly roll glaze was used on here. And I'm going to pull this and see if you can kind of get, like, there was a lot going on here that glitters. So I just wanted to share that. And that was Tales from the Witch's Cottage by Hannah Carlzon. Next up, we've got one in Matchstick Mouse by Morgan O'Brien. And it's this one here. This was also done on the channel during last month, if you want to see it. This is a buddy color with June Colors from here on YouTube. And I used Posca Pastels, an Odorless Mineral Spirits, Glossy Accents, and the Winsor & Newton Iridescent Medium again. Glossy Accents are on Spider's Eyes and Matchstick Mouse's Eyes, and the iridescence is on the pink clouds. There's a voice crack for you. Then we have Hello Autumn by Alexandra Danneman, and I had some not good times in this book. It's really cute, and I should have had a good time. So I'm going to go from the back to the front, because the first page I did is my favorite. So there's this one. I had an accident with water, and gesso. So the page is yellow because I had yellow or an orange pumpkin, and I smeared it out to try and fix it, and then it got everywhere, so I just like forget it. Tried to go over it with markers because it was gesso and it had watercolor medium or Neocolor 2 on it. It got streaky. I just finally gave up and said the page is done. It is so bad that there are 3 rips in the page. And it's unfortunately the last page in the book, so it's the one that sticks to the next page. So I've just kind of taped it to save it. I don't know why I'm saving it. And then this one was, and that was a buddy color with Norma Jean. Sorry, from here on YouTube. Yeah, I just sent it to her and was like, I don't know what happened. Don't ask. So Norma Jean, if you're watching, that's what happened. So much water, so many accidents. I'm still pushing the pages down so they stay to the tape. It's just a mess. And then another one that I'm not overly thrilled with, but this is also done on the channel, and it had a lot of good feedback, so some people liked it. But these were 4 separate images with nothing connecting them, so I drew circles and baubles all around. There's a lot of gold paint on here as well, and it's just gold paint, white Signo, and alcohol marker. So that was my second one in Hello Autumn by Alexandra Danneman. And then we have a third one, and this one is with my friend Jackie Conrad from Instagram. With all these people I'm mentioning from Instagram, if you don't follow them, you should definitely check them out. Same with the YouTube people. They're great people, or I wouldn't be friends with them. So they're just fun. And they're talented. But this was one we did together, and did I do this on the channel? I think I did. I did it, but I didn't do the background on the channel. I said stay tuned for my finished pages. So I decided to go with my old lady wallpaper. It reminds me of my grandmom's wallpaper when I was younger. And I just used Crazy Art pencils on this. Alcohol marker for the border and the wallpaper stripes. And some white Uniball Signo for the jars. And that was it. And I enjoy how that page came out. So I'm hoping to redeem myself from the last 2 in there. Then I've got one from Easy Fall by Joshua Dunbar. And I did this one also on the channel, and it's not a buddy color. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I did not say it. This one was a buddy color with Tammy Colors 2 from here on YouTube as well. And I said Jackie on that one. And that one was Norma Jean. I just don't want to leave anybody out, and sometimes I forget to say it. And especially because I'm a little loopy because I'm on meds right now. So, and this one I did on the channel as well. And it's not a buddy color. And I used alcohol markers, stickles, and glossy accents for the teeth and eyes, which I will kind of get you some glow if I can, some shimmer. And that was just a really quick, fun one. And then I have Spooky Town by Coco Wyo. And in here I did the shelf page. And this was also on the channel in October. I'm telling you, there was a lot of videos this month, or last month. This was a buddy color with my friend Jen from Instagram. It's Colors Jen 1975. And what did I use? Alcohol markers, a little bit of pencil just for the halos around the candles, white acrylic paint, Uniball Signo, a bunch of Jelly Roll Moonlight, because I was getting into the fluorescent there with that. And there is nothing glitter. Oh, this is Jelly Roll Stardust. Only the spider webs are glittery, if you can get a good view of those. Next up, I have Mandalas for Peace, like I do every month and will until we're finished. And then we'll pick something else, I suppose. I hope so, anyway. This is a buddy color, a monthly buddy color with my friend Sherry from Instagram. It's a project book, I guess. We're gonna finish this whole thing. So I went for some fall colors this month. Not not too Halloweeny. Sorry, my glitter pen is everywhere. These were the Uniball Signo gold and silver pens. I was checking them out, and it's silver, right? I think it's silver. Yeah, it's silver on the outside and in the center of the flowers. And I just used the gold to highlight these brown spots so they didn't get lost in the picture. And then we also did this one for this month. And I don't remember where I got the color palette. I found it somewhere online and it's escaping me right now. But I also used, I just want to make sure I get the right name for my metallics because this paint was really good. Let's see. Monolis piece. There we go. This was the Montmartre acrylic paints that I have in bronze and just alcohol markers. So yeah, I really like how that one turned out. And then the next two bookmarks are just the two for next month. So there's that one. I did neither of those on the channel. Okay, I'm just trying to think that through. And I did do the shelf from Coco Wyo on the channel. This is Alice's Nightmare Adventures in Wonderland. And it's a Julia Rivers book. And this is one I did not... Well, if you watched my Mischief Night October 30th video, where I tried to pull a prank, and again, if anybody's upset, I am sorry. I saw that most of the responses were kind, and I appreciate that. But I started coloring this teacup in that video, and then stopped. So I did get this finished. I blacked out the background because it was way too busy for me. Alcohol markers for everything, and then shaded with colored pencils, but I don't know what brand. I suppose it doesn't terribly matter. Oh, they were Indra Creative. And there's a gold jelly roll for the cup. And let me pull it up so you can kind of get a better view of what's going on with his face and hands. But yeah, that was a fun one. And we also did this one, which I did on the channel in October. These are both with my friend Jackie from Instagram, Spare Room Studio, the other Jackie Conrad. I don't want to get them confused. And this was all alcohol markers. I've got a little bit of pencil shading in his eyes. And I glittered up his nails because I don't know why I couldn't stop myself, but I couldn't. So that is Alice's Nightmare Adventures in Wonderland. We're almost done, folks. We got two left. Or two books left, anyway. Cute and Spooky Coloring Book by Jade Summer. This was last year's release. And I colored in it a lot last year. Only once this year, though. But I did this as a tag video we were doing. And yeah, it's the skeleton walking his dog. And I'm so confused about the cartilage instead of bones, but, you know, his tail. But it's fine. It's fine. And I did the clouds with acrylic ink. And then I used Jelly Roll Moonlight here. And for the stars. So that was a fun one. I feel like that's all I'm saying. I did this on the channel, and that was a fun one. And it was a buddy color with, because there's so many buddy colors. And this is 50 Autumn Miniatures by Camellia Angelkova. I did this one with my friend Val B from Instagram. It's also on the channel last month. And it was just using Crayola Twistables to do a page. I had a great time. And I think the Twistables work really well. There's a graininess to this. It's kind of old school and reminds me of coloring when I was younger. If you can't see it, I'm going to pull it up just so you can get the graininess in there. I'm not mad at it. So yeah, that was a fun one. And this was also on the channel. This was to show Tim Holtz Distress Crayons. And I did a whole video. This is at the way back in the beginning of October. But yeah, I used the Distress Crayons to do the whole page. And it's been gessoed. And I also used glossy accents on this hedgehog's eyeballs. And wrote in my own name. So that was it from 50 Autumn Miniatures. And that's my completed pages for the month of October. Hopefully November will be more. But we'll see. So until next time, friends, have a very colorful day. Bye.